What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Test, test, test. Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. So we got a couple setups we're gonna be looking at, y'all. We got a couple setups we're gonna be looking at. Let me turn this volume up. There we go. So from the Sunday chart analysis, you didn't watch that yet. Make sure to watch that after the live is over. But gold ended up doing the move we was looking for. So we're either gonna look for a retracement or just leave it alone for the day. And then we got US30 and NAS doing some retracements. So we might look for the same move we went for on Friday with NAS100. So we're going to see if we can retrace and come back down to 24,500 and look for buys going to make up to the highs. And then we're going to be looking for GU sell. So again, a little bit of a wonky situation we're in because we had big moves happen on Friday. And we also had some retracements and reversals also take place Thursday and Friday. So we're really just waiting to see, again, how price is going to settle and play out going into this week. Make sure to like the lives, y'all hop up in here, y'all, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Got a new video lined up for y'all today. And of course, a new post lined up for y'all on TikTok. Yeah, so we're mainly going to be paying attention to GU as of right now. Again, today we do have a JPY holiday. And then we have NASDAQ US30 retracing. And then gold did the move we was looking for. So let's see what GU's got for us. We're going to see how this 15-minute closes right here. You already know the drill. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we're looking at charts, drop them in the chat. All right, new 15 just popped up. All right, let's see if we can push down right here. Yeah, so we're just gonna be paying attention to gold. I'm not gold G right here. Got my alerts on my other screens. Those just joined the stream. We have not entered this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. We have not entered this trade yet. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. Just the patience game right now. Again, we kind of know what the market conditions are. Let's see what US30 does. 5 minute just popped up. Big rejection right there. That's what we wanted to see. This is what we talked about in the Sunday chart analysis because, again, as we can see, price has been flying for like 2 weeks straight. And we just had all-time highs get hit again, not just Thursday, but Friday. So retracements are definitely due. US30 is retracing as well. And again, one move that would have been nice to have caught ended up playing out last night, which was gold and made new all-time highs. Again, we was looking for this move. If y'all was trading last night, you could have caught it. But I personally missed this setup right here, so it is what it is. But like I always talk about, at least I know my analysis was correct. So right now we're just paying attention to GU. So yeah, so unless we see a nice retracement settlement NAS or if GU doesn't meet that confirmation, it might not be too much of an interesting trading day today. Not gonna lie to y'all folks. Because again, we have a Japanese bank holiday, GJ. It's not where I want to see it at. I'm looking at GJ on my other screen. It's not where I want to see it at. And then we have a lot of news events tomorrow. So, and then especially how price ended on Friday. We'll see what happens between now and New York, though. We're still gonna be looking for some setups. So if NAS can retrace and maintain 24,500 as support, we could look for the exact same setup me and the members caught on Friday. Let's see if we can hold that low. We'll keep on NAS until the NAS does. So again, y'all, we're just waiting right now. We might not see no action for the next couple hours, but like we always talk about, it is Monday. Mondays and Tuesdays are infamous and typically the slowest days out the week. Now we do have a lot of news events tomorrow, so that might not be the case tomorrow. But like I talked about in Sunday chart analysis and earlier at the beginning of the live stream, we had big news happen on the indices future side. Obviously, NASDAQ US30 made new all-time highs on Friday and Thursday. And then gold did the move we was looking for last night and just made new all-time highs as we speak. And then GU and GJ, we had big reversals take place Thursday and Friday. So we're kind of just seeing what side of the coin GJ and GU are going to land on top of it being a JPY bank holiday today. So that's going to be affecting GJ as well. So I'm actually going to bring this down here to see the virtual. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When looking at the charts, drop them in the chat. But you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. So this is what US30's got going on. We got a new 5-minute about to pop up. So we can break back above the whole 46,230 as support. We can look for buys going to 46,300. Or we can see price possibly retrace back down to 46,100, or we can look for buys. So we're just watching to see what price does right here. This is what NAS is looking like. And obviously goals out the question. Out the picture right now. Yeah, so we're gonna write this out to the hour, see what we got going on. And like we always talk about, we don't see any action between now and like 6 a.m. Just gonna wait for New York session open. We see if some more volume kicks in. Am I in buys? I'm not in buys yet. If I'm in a setup, I'll be like this. All right. I always have, this is your first time I live shout to you, but you'll notice I always have my trade ideas ready on every single chart. I know exactly what I'm looking for. And now I'm just waiting for my confirmations. All right. So we're not in this yet. So if US30 can hold 46,220, 46,230 as support, we can look for buys going to 46,300. So that's what we're going to be looking for right here to see if we can hold this low as support. But we're not in this yet. New hour and new 15 digits pop up. But why is my alert not ringing? That's weird. But yeah, we're not in any setups yet. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram, playmaker_way, TikTok, _playmakerway_. Post daily on both pages. Got a new video dropping for y'all on YouTube today as well as a new post on Instagram and TikTok. If you got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we're looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. Yeah, so that's a nice flip. I want to see if we can hold this right here. Yeah, I'm like how this is looking right here. Let's see if we can hold this right here. I want to see if we can close and hold right here, because if we can't close and hold right here, there's a high likelihood we could retrace some more. So let me see if we can hold right here. Great, thank you. No problem, no problem. I'm waiting for a retest right here. I do like this setup. Let's see if we can hold it right here. Because again, this is why our win rate is so high, because I rather wait for these confirmations and keep on taking buy setups after buy setups after buy setups. And then finally, when price is ready to do the move, I'm playing catch up or break even at the end of the day, end of the week, instead of being in profit. It's the same thing with NAS100, right? NAS100, again, this was right before London session. This was London session open. Imagine we didn't wait for that candlestick to close. Would have took an unnecessary loss. So it's a little bit of a patience game. Yeah, so GU's pushing up. So I'm gonna leave GU alone. Yeah, I am liking this right here. New 5 minute about to pop up in a little bit. Excuse me. So yeah, we're gonna wait to see if we can close and hold right here. Yeah, it's a strong push right here. We're going to see if we can close and hold. New 5 minute about to pop up in a little bit. Gold still pushing. G's retracing. So I said something on a broader range as far as GU for the weekly analysis, but realistically, if we would stay underneath 35.20, we could look for sales. So we're going to see how price reacts to these next two levels right here. If we break back above 35.25, 35.30, then we'll have the bullish momentum come back into play, right? We can see here how this is where the reversal is at, but then we can see when price came back up, maintain this low, that's where the bullish momentum came back into play. This is also where the reversal took place as well. Yeah, so we're going to be watching US30 right here. Let's see if we can close. I don't know if we're going to fly too far from here. I am liking this, but we got to wait for the next 15 to pop up. I am liking how this is looking. Again, trading is about patience, right? There's two types of traders, there's three types of traders. There's the traders that go for anything and everything. Then there's the traders that have an analysis, but as soon as price touches a level, they jump into anything and everything. And then there's the ones that patiently wait for all their rules and confirmations, right? And again, it's just simple back testing. Like if we look at gold, the video dropping later on today or tomorrow. One of the videos, I will record a bunch of videos. Didn't want to drop today, right? But if we look at just a gold setup from Friday, we always in Friday's live stream. We'll record you're a member student and y'all watch the new price watch this on Friday. We talked about this gold setup. And again, imagine if we would have got impatient and took a buy without waiting for the break and retest. You really took out necessary loss, right? Or imagine because we saw price reject this level, we would have went for sales here instead of buys, right? We would have took an unnecessary loss. Right? You see how price rejected this level, but you see what the break and retest price pushed it up. So you see that here as well. Price rejected. We'll wait for the break and retest. You see it later pushed it up. So, right, even going to the downside, price broke this level, but did not hold as resistance. But when price broke this level, as resistance here, that's also pushed to the downside. So I do like this US30 setup right here. We got 3 minutes to the next 15 pops up. We're gonna see if this candlestick can close. As long as it doesn't go a little bit past where it's at right now, I do like this setup. We're looking for a retest and candle close above here. That's a nice push right there. There's a nice push. It looks like it's about to try to. Let's see what we can close to. We got NAS coming back to where we left off, or where we started, I should say, one session as well. So we got some action. That's one thing about 4 a.m. Sometimes the volume kicks in at 3 a.m., but a lot of times at new hours starts we see volume kicking as well. So let's see if we can hold this level right here. Let's see this next 15. Again, as long as it doesn't explode up here before the candlestick close, and we look to see how this closes and look for a retest. We might take a setup right here if I like the rest of it. Of course, y'all do what y'all want. I'm simply just showing y'all what I'm looking at. I'm explaining what I'm looking at, what I'm looking at. And if y'all agree, y'all can take this setup. If not, y'all don't gotta take this setup. but I'm not in this yet. Looks like it's trying to push now. I'm still gonna wait 50 seconds, at least 15 minutes. Curious to see how GE reacts here as well. It's pushing. It's a little too far for my entry. We'll see what this next 15 does. It's either gonna rip or it's gonna retest. It's gonna do one of the two. Again, I still like to look for retest. So if they're gonna retest, it is what it is. You got G retracing as well. Gold's probably still pushing. I watched the Sunday chart analysis last night. Gold did what was looking for. I was looking for this setup during London session, but as we can see, the thing took off last night and made a new all-time high. I'm still going to enter out the retest, so we're going to see how price reacts. So we're either going to look for a retest here at 46.220, 46.230, or we're going to look for a retest, or we can retest at 46.320. Looking for guys coming back up to the all-time highs. Nah, I wouldn't really trade at this area. I mean, you could get a 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 depending on how small your stop loss is. But US30 is a little bit better in my opinion. Just simply risk reward and points wise, right? Like we can get a nice almost 1 to 2 right here. But another thing is you don't want to have it too tight because, like I said, the tighter your stop loss, the bigger your short can be, but that means your win rate is going to drop as well. So that's just a couple of things you got to understand. So if you don't got good risk management, that's not the way to go, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's pushing now. And that's pushing where we left off as well. So right back where it was at last hour on NAS. So if NAS can't break above a whole 24,620 as support, you can look for buys coming up to the highs at 24. What is that? 24,680. Not looking at GJ because GJ is a little funky right now. Plus, there's a bank holiday on GJ. GU, we had a reversal. We caught that higher high last week. Broke this level. Was looking to see if we could hold that level back from resistance to support. But as we can see, that obviously failed. So we're right back in reversal territory. And NAS is pushing back up as well. Make sure to like the live and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Shout out to those that like the live. And make sure to explore the playlist. All playlists are up to date. New 5 minute about to pop up in a little bit. And again, notice how I'm not freaking out or trying to come up with a new entry on US30 or whatever the case may be. I'm not FOMOing because I do not care. Now, why do I not care? One, because we just had an excellent week last week. We went 6-1, right? Two, we're up for the month, right? We're up for the quarter. And three, because I know that when my confirmations, my rules are met, I'm going to win more trades than I lose. So I'm not tripping or bothered by missing a few pips or candles, or even if price does push it up. So I'm not really tripping because I know that when the setup does come, I'm going to make some bread, right? Another perfect example is, let me pull GJ up. So my other screen. Well, GJ is actually right back at a decent price. So pay attention to what GU is doing. But for example, is GJ last week, right? Again, right? Price broke the low, failed to hold. Then we had the break and retest. Price pushed it upside. Right? Break and retest. Price pushed it upside. And then on Thursday's live stream, we had price not do a retest, but then when price did retest, it was still a nice move to catch, right? Because realistically, the price can't maintain this level that it broke as support. As you can see here, it's not going to really be able to push the upside in general. Because we see a lot of times when price breaks but doesn't hold or retest, what usually happens? You see what I mean? All right. So GU's rejecting. Could see a possible sell setup here. Yeah, so there's a few opportunities. Again, I'm just picky with my setups. Just like we talked about during the TikTok lives. By the way, going to be going live. Should be going live today on TikTok. I kind of am liking the later. I don't want to say afternoon. Is it afternoon? Yes, that's afternoon. Well, technically, since it is later afternoon, it is afternoon. The later lives around the time we went live times last week. Because it seems like a lot more of y'all are free around those times. So I'm going to go live again. What time was that? 3, 4-ish. Probably going to go live around 3, 4 o'clock again. For about an hour or two. But with GJ, like we talked about in the Sunday chart analysis, we are technically bullish, but we're back in that reversal territory because, again, a lot of the Forex pairs have reversals and retracements take place Thursday and Friday. Right, we see that with GU and GJ. But in the futures and indices side, we had all-time highs get broken Thursday and Friday. So a little bit of opposite, but kind of still dealing with the same situations on both the Forex and indices future side. Yeah, so let's see a US30 retest or not. All right, new 15 just popped up. So let's see if we're going to see a retracement or not. All right, looks like it's going to keep on pushing. So again, if it does retrace and retest, it can maintain 46,230 and support. We're going to look for buys going to 46,300. But if it doesn't, and we can break back above the whole 46,300 support, we're going to look for buys going back up to the all-time highs. Make sure to watch the Sunday chart analysis, y'all. Like I always tell you, it goes over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but what we see price doing throughout the entire week. We have JPY holiday today, y'all. So I'm mainly going to be paying attention to US30 NAS. Goals out the picture. It did the move I was looking for, missed it. And then possibly going to be looking at GU. But again, it's going to be a little bit of an interesting week due to what happened last week. But we do have a lot of news events this week as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how those play out. Again, mainly what I just want to see is us break out the consolidation on GU and GJ. Obviously, on US30 NAS and gold, we broke out of that mess last month. We've just been pushing to the upside. Got multiple nice goal setups last week, as well as overall the past couple months. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today on YouTube, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody's been live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody's been live since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, join the free student, free Telegram. Also, make sure to take advantage of the sale, y'all. Again, the end of the summer sale is active. 25% off the Vince Pacific Room 101 sessions, 40% off Playmaker University. Make sure you use those discount codes. Like always, you want to contact me directly. You can do me on Instagram, Telegram, or TikTok. And yeah, we'll be back at the same time tomorrow, London session 3 a.m. EST.